Yes, y'all. It's your man Jay Watt back up in the deck. God bless y'all, man. I know it's been a long time, but yo, it's a lot of tragic situations going on, man, in America. A lot of touchy situations, you know, a lot of powder kegs getting ready to blow, man, because of this scumbag president we got, man. I can't say it no more eloquently than that. You know what I mean? This scumbag here, man, Donald Trump, has got us in all kind of mess here, man. Yo, first of all, it was Kim Jong-un is talking a lot of junk. You know, he's been doing that forever, y'all. You know, and you know he's trying to get his nuclear warheads up over there in North Korea, and you know. He's talking a lot of garbage now because he know he can tick off this president and make him act irrational. And our president's going to tell North Korea if they keep acting up, they will be met with fire and fury like the world has never known. So now he's giving them an ultimatum. They better do what they're going to do, or they'll be dealt with swiftly. They'll be in trouble. Fire and fury. Worse than the world has ever known. So now he's ready to blow up stuff, man. Worse than Hiroshima, y'all. You understand? This is what he's on here, man. And she's selling wolf tickets and bluffing, trying to con the con man at his own game, trying to talk big and do something. But if you don't do nothing now, all the other countries know now you're a fraud. You're fronting. You know what I'm saying? And this is the man here who condones violence at every cost. Remember? Let me get back to it now. Remember the campaign trail? Back in my day, we'll take that man out on the stretcher. He'll be dealt with. Matter of fact, go ahead, deal with him. If y'all tear him up, I'll pay your lawyer fees. Remember that? This is the violence he incited to make people come to his rallies now and protest, right? So that brings us to the present. Yo, listen, man. It's your man, Jay Watt. We here, WATTRadio. And first of all, let me first send my condolences to the family that lost their loved one in Charlottesville, Virginia this weekend, y'all. First, let me do that. And let me just say, to have white supremacists, alt-right, the KKK, white supremacist groups to rally in Charlottesville, Virginia is already a wrong. That's wrong already. So no matter what happened at the rally, you first talk about the wrongdoing. Any hate groups, terroristic groups that's rallying, you already know that's wrong. So if anybody coming to protest their hate and bigotry and racism, those people are not wrong. Those are the people we need to stand up with. But you know what it's going to be. Hate is going to hate. So they always going to hate, no matter what the situation was or what the situation is. They always been hating. For what reason? For what reason the hatred comes? For what reason did the hatred come back in the day in slavery and all that? We was picking the cotton. We was doing the chores and all that for free. And they still had hatred. So that's never going to end in white folk. They always going to have hatred in their heart. This is no forgot about white folks, or they've been forgotten about. By who? Trump and them could be hiring y'all right now. at his hotels or Mar-a-Lagos or wherever he playing golf. He chose to hire Spanish help, foreigners. He chose to marry foreigners and not white people, not white Americans. This is what your president done. Now he's telling these white folks to be mad at somebody else when he was the one that was supposed to marry the white American. He was the one that's supposed to give the jobs to the white Americans. But he didn't do that. He incites violence in their heart now. Bigotry and racism. This is what he does. Now, somebody dies because of terrorist organizations getting the right to march in Charlottesville, Virginia. He can't even come up with the right words to say himself. They wrote a speech for him. He's reading from the paper, and he still fouled that up. You understand what I'm talking about? It makes no sense. He's reading from the paper. Oh, both sides had the violence on both sides, and not Donald Trump, not Obama, it's been violence. What are you mentioning Obama for? You're the president. This didn't happen when Obama was president. It's happened with you right now. What are you mentioning Obama's name for? You're competing with a black man that you can't compete with. Let me first say that. Could somebody tell this dumb ass Donald Trump, listen, you cannot compete with Barack Obama. You can't even compete with George Bush. So how you think you gonna mess with Barack Obama? You're not in that league. His dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame. He can't even condemn bigotry, racism, and violence by a white domestic terrorist group, KKK, the Nazis, alt-right, or none of that. You know why? Because he condones that. That's why he can't condemn it. He can't condemn their violence because he condones it. He's part of their organizations. Let's say what it is. Let's not pussyfoot. Bannon and them. That's who they are. That's who they are. He cannot condemn that. He can't condemn Putin. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. He put his hand underneath Putin's hand and shake his hand. What kind of bitch move is that? You can't condemn nothing they do. Putin gonna send 700 and some odd American diplomats back to America. And the first thing Donald Trump says is, oh, I like to thank him because he helped us with the payroll. Payroll? This is the dumbest president you ever did see. He said he helped him with the payroll. Payroll? The Americans are coming back to America. Putin can't fire them, dumbass. They work for the government. You got to fly them back here, pay for all the airlines tickets, and they still got a job when they get here. This is the things that he's talking about. He talking about job and unemployment's low as ever been. You ain't got nothing to do with no jobs and unemployment, Donald Trump. And these white folks falling for it. What? He ain't even filled up the whole cabinet. All the people that are supposed to be working in his cabinet, he didn't even give all of them jobs. He done cut jobs out. And he talking about jobs. It's no thanks to him that unemployment's low. It has nothing to do with him. What jobs has he created? None. He's only just trying to undo everything that Obama has done. That's all. And if that ain't racist, I don't know what you call it. I'm going to try to undo everything the black man has done. Whatever we can do, we're going to do it. And then he can't pull that off. And he blames who? His own people. Now you're going to tell Mitch McConnell, you got to get this done. You got to get this done, and then you got to get tax done. No, wait a minute, homeboy. That's you supposed to be leading this charge. If McConnell could have done it, we don't need you as president. McConnell was there already. He could have done it without you coming. I thought you was the man that going to get things done. in the White House. Huh? See? There it is again. Trump's scumbag, y'all. Scumbag, man. He's a scumbag, man. Can't get things done, and he's blaming everybody else. Can't get this done. No repealing Obamacare, none of that. Obamacare is the law of the land. It's no appealing it. No replacing. How you gonna replace it and you ain't got nothing to replace it with? This is what's going on here in America, y'all. He wants to go to war with somebody. Let me put this out here. Because he talked about Venezuela, he might have military action. Listen, this guy wants to go to war. That's why he's acting crazy with North Korea. So he can try to be in wartime because he thinks that he can win another election if he's at war. This is what he's doing here, y'all. So he is the condoner of violence, racism, hate, his own self. Nobody wants to bring that to the forefront. You understand? Nobody wants to check him on that and say, listen, this is the president that done that. It's no other presidential rallies that had protesters like his rallies have been had. His rallies had. The protesters that come out is the same way they came out against this violence, the hatred in Virginia. Because these are the people that he condones. That's why the protesters are coming out against that. God bless the dead and those who lost their lives and the injured in Virginia. But listen, we got to hold this president accountable for setting this tone in America. Period. Period. Don't shy away from it. He don't shy away from what he's doing. Huh? Licking Putin's balls. Pardon me. Huh? But that's what he's doing. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for kicking out the diplomats from America out your country. Meanwhile, he invites the lower level scumbags from Russia all up in the White House, in the Oval Office and all that. Smiling with them. But you ain't got no ties to Russia. Please, y'all. Please. His son has already committed an act of treason by listening to the Russians giving the email. Oh, I got some emails and information on Hillary. You want to peep it? Yeah. You went to that meeting. That's treason. That's already, he already is a traitor, Donald Jr., for taking the meeting right off the cuff. You're a traitor because you went to the enemy to go against Americans. You know what I mean? And this is what Donald Trump is doing with Vladimir Putin. Period. It'll come out. They're gonna break him. They're gonna destroy him financially, and he's gonna be in ruins. His family is gonna be in ruins. They're gonna be the laughing stock of the world. Because all those buildings with Trump on it, he don't own no way. He's in dire straits right now and trying to get over on the American people. And let me say this first and foremost. You hear it from the Watt's mouth right here. Mike Pence, I don't care if you got the undercover campaign going for 2020, whatever you trying to do, whatever. Listen here, Mike Pence. You're a piss boy. You understand? You're a piss boy, and Mike Pence can know he can't be the president of America. Let me say it again, y'all, right in front of your eye. Mike Pence is Donald Trump's piss boy. At least Barack Obama had my man Joe Biden. At this time, you heard Joe Biden talk on TV numerous times, say whatever he got to say, give interviews. Everything was up to speed. Mike Pence has nothing to say. He don't know what to say and what to do. And he think he could be the president. The GOP ain't even going for him to be the president, Mike Pence. Mike Pence is not no presidential material. Let me put that out there first and foremost. On top of what I've already said about the scumbag Trump. First of all, Mike Pence wasn't even in the running with Trump's and all the 32 other cats that was running for president before. He wasn't on the stage with Christie and Jeb Bush and Rubio and Cruz and them. Mike Pence wasn't even there. Carlini Farina was on there. He wasn't there. So what makes them think that Mike Pence could be a great president? He's a scumbag too. Because when you sit there and you don't say nothing when you know somebody's ignorant in front of you and you don't help the American people by clearing things up, by putting your 2 cents in and letting them know that, listen, it'd be different if I was in effect, or what he means is this. Let me help clarify a few things. This is what we're trying. He don't know what to say because he doesn't know what Trump's trying to do, because Trump doesn't have a plan. That's why he told Mitch McConnell, yo, you got to pass this health care. You got to pass all of this tax reform and all that. Get this done. Or we'll revisit firing you. How you going to fire him from his job? He was there before you got there, Trump. Trump crazy, man. You going to put on McConnell? If McConnell is the man, he could have done it already. He was there before you got there. Mitch McConnell and them. You got no repeal and no replace. You ain't going to get nothing done with tax reform. And you trying to get infrastructure. Maybe that'll happen because the Democrats want that and we need jobs. But you don't have no other plan than to be a wartime president selling wolf tickets. Listen here. It was a tragedy in Charlottesville, Virginia. The tragedy was what they're not really saying. The tragedy of the whole situation was this, y'all. Who okayed it for the terrorists, domestic terrorist, white hatred groups to meet in Charlottesville? Who okayed that? Who gave them the right for the rally? These are the people we need to be pointing out. We need to be getting to the bottom of that. Who lets the Klan come here in Atlanta and go down here to Atlanta to the Capitol building and meet and put up barricades and police protection for them to meet? The KKK is a terrorist group. You know how many people they killed here domestically in America? But we let them do that. So when ISIS have their rally, I don't want to hear nothing from no white folk nowhere. Because this is where we going to now. If you're letting all these people have rallies and you condoning it, and then something like this happens, and then, oh, we don't condone. Yes, you did, Charlottesville, Virginia. You condoned it because you okayed the white nationalists, alt-right, Ku Klux Klan, skinheads, the Nazis and all that to meet, to use the tiki torches to go across the campus the night before this incident. Y'all okayed all of this, or they wouldn't have been there. They wouldn't have been coming from out of states and all over the place to run nobody over with no cars if you didn't okay the rally for it to happen. You understand? This was no million-man march, huh? Day of Atonement and great minds coming together. This was hate groups. You condoned it, just like Donald Trump condones it. Then when it bites you in your ass, huh? Didn't expect that many white people to show up in protest against it. You thought it would be black people out there so it could be racial type tensions. But no. It's white folks, good white folks, that don't want to go through these tragic situations no more, y'all. It's over with. Yo, it's your man J Watt, WATTRadio. Y'all be good. Check out the website, jwattmusic.com. I got the new Kaepernick shirt on there. You know what I mean? United we stand. Get that. And I Am Hip Hop joint is already in full effect. Remember, Haters gonna hate, y'all. What more can I say? God bless y'all, man. WATTRadio. It's your man, J.Y.